Please, lend me a hand. Save me. I can't hold on any longer. I'm sorry, I can't. No, don't leave me. Try to understand. I have a family. I'll pay you anything you ask for. Just please lend out your hand to me. Things hadn't always been like this. There was a time when I wouldn't pass away a single opportunity to help someone in need. But what came after that? No. How long could it have gone on like that? Karma. Karma doesn't exist. But what does exist is the opposite of karma. What exists are beings that ordinary men can't see. The ordinary man doesn't go through what I do either. Helping someone has become a curse for me. Many years ago, when I was only about 20, I noticed something strange had been going on. Something that couldn't have been done without some sort of intervention. It was the most painful year of my life, and all I had been asking myself was what was it that I had done that karma was stabbing me in the back like this? Repeatedly. I hadn't noticed it at first. I mean, who would imagine just because you saved a little girl from falling off 2 stories of stairs meant that you would have to take the pain onto yourself? It was horrible. I found myself tripping over a wet mat on the bathroom floor the next morning, breaking my leg and injuring my neck. Or the time when I called out that man when a car was headed straight at his bike. A week after, I had gone go-karting with a couple of friends and my cart had gone out of control and exploded into flames. I survived, but with broken bones and severe burns. Then there was the time when I went to visit my grandmother. She was cooking in the kitchen when she misplaced a hot pot of boiling soup on the edge of the table. If I hadn't been there, there would have been a disaster. When I got back home one evening, I opened my window, decided to catch a breeze while I finished some work. A crazy teen rode by on his bike and threw a steaming cup of hot coffee through the window. That burn was awful. I had a dark scar on half of my face for weeks. It was all very strange. I found myself visiting the hospital more than I'd ever imagined. I found myself having accidents that could have never happened just like that. But it was when I failed my exam that I became sure that it was no coincidence. For those who know me, they know I don't fool around when it comes to studies. It was the midsummer exam. We were all seated for the test to begin. I wasn't at all worried. I had been prepared for over a week before the exam. In the middle of the exam, the girl from behind poked my back. She wanted to copy off my paper. The mistake of my life. I helped her out. A week later, when the papers returned, I found her giggling and laughing. That was probably the first A she'd gotten in her entire life. And me? This is not like you, Mr. Brown. Is everything okay at home? This couldn't be. Nothing made sense. I was sick. I was sick of all the accidents occurring in my life. It was making me bitter. I decided I wasn't going to help anyone ever again. I began to keep to myself. It made me feel horrible. I wondered the day when I would need help and there would be no one there to stand by my side. And then there was the fact that people started hating me, cursing me with all sorts of curses. But things became even more strange. Life actually became better. No more accidents, no more injuries. Nothing was going wrong anymore. I was happy, but I realized it made me arrogant. It was making me into something that I was not. Life couldn't go on like that either. The next day, I walked out the door like every morning, headed for class. On the way, I saw a blind girl stoop down to the ground, trying to pick up some coins she had dropped. But she was searching on the wrong place, far from where her purse had actually fallen. "Let me help you." "No," she hissed at me. "It's a curse. Don't help me. I can do it myself." "Don't be silly, the coins are on this side." "Leave," she said in a low voice. "She will get you. You don't see what I do. You shouldn't get in the way of what is destined to happen. You will be cursed by the angel of destiny." Bewildered, I dropped her coins and backed off. Someone was having a bad day. I thought. Until it all began again. The accidents, the injuries, the tragedies, which made me remember the blind girl. What had she said? Cursed by the angel of destiny? Could there have been such a thing? For weeks I searched all over, from every website I could open to every library I could check, until I fell upon a book that has changed my life ever since. I could see myself in what was described within. There are angels of all kinds, who curse the ones of mankind that interfere with their work. As for me, I've been cursed by the angel of destiny for having stopped what was meant to be. Since then, I've never helped anyone in fear of my own life, in fear that if I saved the life of another man, it would mean having to give up my own. Like I said, it's not karma, it's the opposite. Who would believe helping someone in need could actually kill you?